Over the past decade, the world has seen a decline in the use of the death penalty. 170 UN member states do not practice the death penalty or have abolished it. Despite these positive developments globally, the use of the death penalty remains prevalent in Asia. Many countries that retain the death penalty in the Asian region do so also for drug-related offenses. According to the Human Rights Committee, offenses such as those related to drugs, including trafficking, do not meet the threshold of most serious crime under the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. The right to equality and non-discrimination are fundamental principles of international human rights law and are at the heart of the 2020 Agenda on Sustainable Development. Yet, these human rights tenets are violated by the discriminatory application of the death penalty. The imposition of the death penalty, including for drug offenses, often disproportionately impacts vulnerable and marginalized groups such as women and migrants. Most inmates on death row, including those convicted for drug-related offenses, are from disadvantaged groups such as members of minority communities, indigenous people, internally displaced persons, non-nationals, people living in poverty, and people with disabilities, as well as LGBTQI+ people. The lack of transparency surrounding executed persons or imminent executions is another grave issue that deeply affects individuals and their relatives. This lack of transparency seriously impedes our ability to understand how the death penalty is implemented and its impact on international standards, including the right to life, the right to fair trials, as well as freedom of expression and information. Access to such data is also vital for the creation of discussion spaces and conversations on potential effective alternatives to the death penalty.